Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
Hi guys, I'm Anastasia Halls, better known as Coach Ace.
And welcome to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design. And today's live, we're going to be talking about what kind of prospects are you talking to? And the kind of prospects you should be talking to. So let me actually get started here. You have something open over there?
Yeah.
Hold on, we have a little interruption over there in the other computer. We have to mute it. And I don't want any feedback, so you guys can hear us a lot clearer.
That's right.
So how you guys doing? Let's get started. Anastasia's going to actually go over the different 4 color personality types, so you know exactly what kind of people you're talking to in your inbox. Because as an affiliate marketer, we're always building a list, so we must understand the different types of 4 different types of personality types. So when we're talking in our emails, when we're writing these emails, we're speaking to every color, so to speak. So
pretty much, yeah. Right?
That's why they'll respond. If you don't know this stuff, they won't respond. So let me make sure. Let's find out who's on the live,
and then let's take a look.
We'll get the content going. Okay.
And you guys can hear us and see us, okay? Yes.
Hi. Hey, Mandy, how you doing? Mandy. Tina, Diane, Robin, what's up? And Regina's in the house.
Mandy says that our email today has her singing.
Yeah, I had a little time just went in my head when I saw the email. I'm like, I think we should kind of play around with this one a little bit. A little originality, Yeah, but it works. It definitely works.
We will talk about a little bit.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. All right, so let me find out who is on Facebook, because we also stream live to Facebook as well.
Oh, yeah. We're live everywhere, and also on Facebook.
Let's see here. George Jelly, what's happening? And people are getting on right now. So we're going to get the show on the road and have Ace take over and kick some serious butt, because this is something that Ace has known for a very long time. I only learned this stuff, recently when I started getting into internet marketing, but she knew this stuff even before I knew it, which is powerful.
Yes.
So that's why I wanted her to actually speak about it. So, okay. So without further ado, Ace, take it away.
All right. So what we're going to do is, before we go to screen share, I have one question to ask of you. Have any of you ever had your personality color evaluated? Has anybody ever been to some kind of a training, like a personal development training, maybe a seminar, where they taught you exactly based on your personality type what color you were, and it's actually out of the 4 criteria colors of yellow, green, blue, and red?
Yep.
Put in the chat box if you've ever had that exercise, or if you've ever been trained in that area and you understand what I'm going to go over today, because I like to see what kind of audience we're working with here, because the things that I'm going to go over may be something that's familiar to you. You might have heard it in the past. Maybe it's going to be a refresh for some of you, and it's going to be also first time for newbies.
Yeah, and we don't have to share a screen. It's just having a conversation.
Oh, okay. We're not going to share the screen. Okay, cool. Sometimes he shares the screen, sometimes he doesn't. I just want to make sure. Okay, cool. So let's take a look here, Rich. Are you seeing the chat? Just moderate the chat for me.
I will moderate the chat.
Let me see who is paying attention.
Okay.
Regina Hahn, yes. Had it done. Okay. David Toomey, yes. Tina, no. Okay, Tina. So this will be good for you. So pay close attention. Take notes. May take notes.
Okay,
let's see who else.
I'm going to put this over here for you like that.
Mandy, okay. Great. Awesome. Diane Robin, great. She's like, no, not till yesterday. Yeah, it's true. We actually shared some of this training with our team members, and it was quite fun and eye-opening, okay?
Very eye-opening.
So there are 4 category personality traits that I just told you about. Yellow, green, blue, and red. So I'm going to go over each one. You can feel free to take notes. Feel free to comment. Don't forget to give us some likes, okay? And I'm going to dive into the first personality trait, which is a yellow. Now,
well, not just likes. Give us some hearts as well, too.
Hearts, too, yes. We're on Facebook.
So. I love hearts. Well, no, did you know YouTube does hearts now?
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'll learn something new. I love learning something new. Okay, so let's talk about yellows. Let's see if you are a yellow personality, okay? So yellows basically make up 35% of the population. And the thing is, most of the world, we have a lot of yellows. Now, what is a yellow, right? So yellows are always looking out for other people. Okay? Listen, they like to help others. So they're always looking out for each other. They like helping people, right? They're open. They're very indirect in conversation, and most importantly, they're sensitive people, and they aren't particularly concerned about money. And instead, a yellow prefers to have a relationship, and they prefer to be in relationships. And when it comes to career moves, they rather work as a team, so they like to work in that team atmosphere.
Yes. Okay? Absolutely.
So if you're yellow, put in the chat box a Y, okay, for yellow, if that is you, okay? Because this is super important where I'm going to get at with these different personality traits as they do apply as you're an affiliate marketer, okay? Now, let's move to the next color. The next color is greens. Now, let me tell you what a green is.
Green!
Green makes up 35% of the population in the world. There are a lot of greens, but there's 35% of them. A green personality type is similar to a yellow, okay? But here's the difference. They too don't like to be sold to. Greens don't like to be sold to or pitched. They don't like it, okay? They're self-contained people. And they're also direct in conversation. And they're very quietly spoken. You know, they got that soft spoken, like, you know, kind of like Michael Jackson a little bit. Right. He's very soft spoken.
You're missing too many jokes, Michael Jackson.
I'm telling you, Michael Jackson's kind of soft, you know, soft spoken, right? They're very reserved. So greens are reserved. And listen to this. They're often pessimistic. They're the biggest pessimists that you will ever encounter. And here's another thing. How about the way they dress? They're very conservative. They're very conservative dressers. You could spot a green. You can tell right away when you see them. So this is good for you to know. If you guys are getting value from this, let me know also in the chat. And definitely give me those likes and hearts and all that good stuff. Let's move on to blues. Okay, are you a blue? Oh, by the way, if you're a green, based on what I just told you, put a G in the chat. Okay?
And if you are a yellow, put a Y.
Right, that's what we were talking about. Yep. Now let's talk about blues. What is a blue? All right. Blues make up just a little wee bit of the population, about 15% of the population. And blues are easy to recognize as they stand out like a sore thumb. Okay? They stick out. In a crowd of people, you can spot a blue really quick. Blue personality types are more flamboyant. They're gregarious. They're fun-loving people. They're very fast-paced. And they're a lot like being in a social atmosphere. So they like to be social. Hence, the color for Facebook is blue. Right? So we have blues. Now, blues are also often the life and the soul of a party.
Party,
so
woo!
If you've ever been to, you know, an outing, a family event, you know, or a dance or a party, and you saw people dancing and they're very sociable, right? They're very flamboyant. They're out there. Those are blues, okay? They're very good at telling their story, so they tell a really good story. And they're the most enthusiastic people. They don't need a lot of motivation because they're already self-contained. They're already self-motivated themselves. They're enthusiastic people. So, oh, and they smile a lot. And they laugh a lot. Wait a minute. That might be me.
That's a possibility.
See? It's just how it is, okay? So,
you're a cross between a yellow and a blue.
I am a cross between a yellow and a blue. Yeah.
Yep.
So those are your blues, and if that actually resonates with you, what I just said, and you are a blue, go ahead and put in the chat box B for blue. Okay? Now, let's go to the last color trait. This color trait is one of the most highly in demand personality traits that is out there, and they're very, very hard to find. Reds. Let me tell you why reds are most okay? They make 15% of the population. These types of people are very independent. This is why they're hard to find, okay? They're more like, they're the dominant side of things, you know? They like to do things independently, They don't need nobody's help, right? They work like self-help. Don't worry about it. They got this. They got that kind of an attitude. And they're risk takers, okay? Reds are risk takers. They're very goal-oriented people. They focus on results first. They focus on results, and they quick. They think fast. Very fast thinkers, on their feet. They think. They got a backup plan every time something goes wrong. They know exactly what to do. Fast thinkers, okay? Reds are usually easy to spot because, listen to this, they wear power colors and designer clothes. It's something about Reds that they just love the finer things on their body. They love wearing fine jewelry. They love wearing fine shoes if they're guys. If they're females, they like wearing designer clothes. Okay? These are Reds. And you can tell they're the most stylish people. Fashionable. Men and women. Red personality types. Okay? They walk really fast, like they're in haste, like they're in a rush to go somewhere. They walk really fast. They talk really fast. Okay? And they don't spend a lot of time chit-chatting. They're not all for small talk. Reds do not talk a lot. Okay? If you pay them enough, they probably do it. Okay? So, Reds are fast talkers. They don't like small chit-chat. And here's another thing. The reason why I said you'll pay them because they'll do it. Why? Because Reds are money motivated. They will do things for money. Pay a Red, they'll do it for you. Right? So Reds are more money motivated, and they're more focused, not so much of spending. Here's the thing. They like that return on investment kind of a thing.
The ROI.
The ROI. Reds actually love ROI.
I love
If they're going
the
to
ROI.
invest something, they want to see what's going to come out of it. So what they put in, a Red's going to be really paying close attention to see if there's any return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
And that be in business or in life. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, if you are a Red personality, put a R in the chat.
Oof.
So, let's recap, okay? 4 personality types. Yellows, greens, blues, and reds. All of these characteristics vary from different person to person. Now, here's something you need to understand. You possibly could be 2 of these. Like Rich said, I'm a cross, and you can cross between 2 different colors. The one that you're going to pay most attention to is the one that's the most dominant. Now, why is this important? Especially for affiliate marketing. I'm going to tell you. Do you remember over the past couple of sessions we talked about in other episodes where we said and taught you that you have to do marketing, you have to email your list, you have to send out messages, post specific types of posts?
It's all about building the list, yeah.
It's all about list building.
Yeah.
But you also must understand who is your target audience. You got to understand that whoever's on that list, they're going to be either one of these colors. And you've got to understand and know who your market is so that you can write and communicate with them effectively. You see, we forget this when we become marketers. We forget about the psychology that must be learned when we are actually creating content. Be it writing emails, writing blog posts, creating your own ebook and publishing it yourself. The list goes on, right? So the thing is, each of these personality traits are like guidelines for you. Now that you know a little bit about them, you could take it upon yourself to dive in deeper. There are resources out there that will explain each of these in greater detail.
Yes.
I just basically summarized it for you.
Yes.
So when you are at an event, we have an event coming up. We're going to be going to Reno, Nevada, right? We told you guys. And we're going to see a lot of yellows there. Okay? We're going to see a lot of greens. We're going to see a lot of blues. But walking across the stage, we're probably going to see a couple of reds.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to tell you
That's
something.
gonna be cool.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. This is so important for you to understand and learn. Now, how did I get this information? Long ago, when I used to work for corporate America, if anybody is a state employee, type in the chat box that you used to work for the state government. Like, you work for your state, right? If you're a state employee, one of the things that they do, government employees must take additional training. And one of the things is that it's a paid training. So the state funds it. You know, you're an employee of the state. You don't have to come out of pocket. The state funds it. What they did with me was, at the time, I was like, I was 18 years old. I was working for the Small Business Administration. And they sent me off to Carnegie Center, which was like it's like based on Dale Carnegie. It was the Carnegie Training Center. And we actually had people from like different phone companies, T-Mobile, right? And there were different people at different levels of, you know, titleship. Presidents, VPs, executive, you know, producers for media, all different types of businessmen and women. And we had to learn psychology exercises like this so that we can learn how to communicate with each other, because there's a big diversity in the workplace. And the thing was, we all got bracelets put on our wrists when we filled out a survey that identified what dominant trait were we. So everybody had a yellow. They were in one table. The other table was greens, blues, and reds. Everybody was divvied up. And it was funny because when we saw each other like being divided like that, we're like, wow, when you just segment people based on their personality types, you get to learn a lot about each person.
Absolutely.
Then you understand why their behavior is the way they are and why they act and do what they do. So we can apply this in today's business. We can apply this for our emails. We can apply this when we communicate and do content like video marketing, or you post content on social media. You know, you have to understand who it is your target market and your target audience is, so you can communicate with them effectively.
When you speak, and you're speaking to the different personality types,
yes,
not just one. And when you understand this, you know, you're actually matching the right message with the right individual.
Exactly.
Yeah, very important.
Was this insightful? Let me know in the chat, okay? And we'll go ahead and do some quick Q&A.
Yeah, my personality type is between a yellow and a red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's some days I'm really red. Like, that's like only red and nothing else.
Yes.
Other days I'm yellow or in between, but there's some days I can become super red.
And you know what? Here's another thing. Don't beat yourself up if you're not a red. It doesn't mean that you're not special.
No.
What it means is that you have more work to do.
I do want to add this though. Just because you're like one different color, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not possible for you to change to a different color.
Exactly.
Because that's what happened to me. I used to be pretty much just yellow. Yellow. That was me. I was just yellow. Okay. And what happened over time, getting a lot of mentorship and everything from Reds, I started learning red traits. And that's where I got the red embedded, mixed in with the yellow.
Yes.
So you can, change to a different color or embed a different color, over time it can happen, because it happened to me. Before, I never really worried about like numbers. I never really worried about like, getting shit done. Like, I'm always thinking like it's hard to explain, but I don't like wasting time. That's one thing about me. I don't like wasting time. When I talk to somebody, if I stay out like too long, it's kind of like something that, like in the back, like just scratches at me and it bothers me, even though that I do it, even though I shouldn't do it, right? So that's the red side of me going, don't do that, stop, you know what I mean? Because it affects me. But there's other times that I have the yellow side that I give back a little more and things like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when it comes to business, or to be successful, you have to really minimize your non-productivity time.
Yes.
And you must be productive.
Now,
because there's only so much time in the day.
There is somebody I can identify with who is a actual red. He's a successful businessman. He dresses really nice. He moves really fast, right? Grant Cardone. That's a red, right? Isn't Grant Cardone more red?
That's a full-blown red.
That's a full-blown red.
Yeah.
So when you're like thinking, I want to be a red, really look at Grant Cardone.
Even
and
me,
then ask yourself, is that red?
Even like ask Anastasia when I go like grocery shopping. When we go grocery shopping, I'm like, come on, let's go, let's move.
Yeah.
Let's get like you're walking too slow. Let's go.
Yeah.
let's get our stuff and let's get out of here. We gotta get back to it. Like I'm all about like production in the shortest time possible.
Yes.
And that's I've been working on that for the last 2 years, and it's been a challenge, but that's just the direction that I've been heading towards.
Yeah, very analytical, right? Reds are very analytical too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they are. But they are the ones that they do make money. Like they're money driven. So you'll find Reds more wealthy. Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe red. Maybe
yeah,
too
Diane
red.
Robbins like maybe too red.
Oh yeah, I am a little too red. Yeah. You're like dark maroon.
I know. So let's go ahead and do some Q&A, okay?
All right.
Yeah, you want to open up both of them? Okay, cool. Regina. When are you leaving for Reno? And which classes will we not have? Very good question. Well, actually, we're still going to do the hot seat tomorrow. It will be the last hot seat until we return back from Reno. If we're back before then, we'll have hot seat next week, of course. But
well, here's the thing, though.
yeah.
You know, we're going to be gone pretty much for like
It's the weekend, right?
right. The hot seat.
Excuse me.
The hot seat is going to be missing for a week. That's all. 1 week.
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much missing for 1 week.
Yes.
Cause we're going to be
Just 1 week.
Yeah, we're going to be leaving next Wednesday, right?
We're leaving the 24th,
Yep.
and then we'll be coming back on the 30th.
Yeah, so that is Wednesday, and then we'll be back on the Tuesday on the 30th.
Right.
So yeah, so like 5 days, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Actually, no, that's a week. That's just like 7 days.
1 week.
Yeah.
You guys, don't bite your nails.
We'll be gone for a while.
They're gonna miss us.
Yeah.
But the thing is, yeah, those are the only classes you'll be missing. And if you are on our team, Inner Circle team guys, make sure you understand we won't be having class because we'll be traveling. Okay? But when we return, we'll make it up to you.
Yes.
All right. Let's take a look. Another question.
All right, let's find out here.
Diane Robin says, you just described Robin to a T.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you knew that already.
Oh, yes.
Mandy Priano says, Q. So can we still reach the different colors if the email isn't written for them?
Well, that's the thing. The reason why we want to spread out and try different types of emails with different colors is to tap into different people that are responding, because you're not just going to have one kind of person on your list.
Right.
You're going to have different kinds of people, so that way you can tap into their, into different different psychological triggers when it comes to connecting with your prospects.
Right. Just like our email we sent out a couple hours ago, actually. It was our PM email. And the email had a really fun category yellow, headline. And Rich, you want to tell them about that?
Well, I saw the email, and then it has something to do with magic. And then I thought about, what if I just put the title, the title of a song? You know what I mean? And it's a little different, a little unique, right? And so, you guys ever heard that song? Like, oh, 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 it's magic. So what I did was I seeked out the lyrics on Google, and I put the first part of the lyrics in the body of the email, but the title says, oh, 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 it's magic. And
that was creative, man. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And here's the thing, that email already gotten 56 opens, 6 clicks. So,
and we just put it out there, so.
What does that mean? That means whoever clicked, it resonated with that individual on our list. And you never know who's on your list. So this is why you have to experiment and test different subject lines and different bodies and types of emails.
That was unique.
That was unique,
that was a unique one.
I think that was the first time we ever did that, right?
Yeah, the first
just
time
to
we
see,
ever,
and it looks like it's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just never know. And here's the funny thing about, numbers.
Mandy said she was singing it when
yeah.
she opened up the email. Oh, you were one of the openers.
I would tell you that, what's happening is, when you look at data on Aweber, okay, any autoresponder for that matter, when you look at, percentages and, how many people open, how many people clicked, it's kind of weird. You can get, a lot of opens and a lot of clicks, but no conversions. You can get, let's say, a low number of amounts of opens, more clicks, no sales. Or vice versa, you can get maybe a few clicks and make one sale. See what I'm saying? So it these numbers vary. They really do.
They do.
The important factor is to be consistent, be creative, understand the different personality types when you're communicating, okay? And learn how to structure the right email properly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you really want to go further, always like find what's out there to teach you more about email marketing from the best email marketers out there. Like Ryan Dice is a great email marketer.
Oh yes, digital marketer. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that studies copywriting is really good. This is how you hone in on the skills
Yes.
that nobody's willing to do. The majority of people are not willing to do that. But if you are, then you're like 10 steps ahead of everybody else.
Yes.
Which is really powerful.
Yes. So let's take a look at Facebook. That was YouTube questions there, and let's go to Facebook here. Let's see if there's
Facebook
any.
is just chilling today.
They just chilling, right?
Yeah, so let's look at
So
YouTube.
Regina has a question. Says, I got a lead on Lead Lightning, but can't put the guy into Aweber. What am I doing wrong?
You got a lead into Lead Lightning, but can't put the guy into Aweber. Are you trying to manually add a lead into Aweber? You have to contact support on how to do that, so that way they know you're not trying to like add just any old email.
They might let you do it. They might not.
If that's what you mean, then I would
Yeah.
contact Aweber. They'll help you out with that.
Yeah. I think your best bet when it comes to something like that is to use automation, because that way you won't get stuck with trying to do it the manual way.
Right. I mean, if you have a lead like manually and stuff like that, it's a little bit more trickier. But
It's trickier.
if you like generate the lead, it happens automatically.
Yes, yes.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Regina says yes. Yeah, contact
Yeah.
Aweber, see what they can do about
Call
adding
their
them manually.
support. Their
Yeah.
support's pretty good, right?
Yeah, there's a section on where you can add the lead manually. You could try it first, and then from there, see what happens.
Mandy, okay, Q. Are there any rules as far as going too far in my emails? Should we just test?
It's always about testing. You'll know.
I've crossed lines before, guys, when I write emails. I don't really care if I piss somebody off on my list. Sometimes I write stuff in my emails that really, really will make a person
Push the boundaries, yeah.
really get ticked.
She pushes the boundaries.
I push the boundaries. So, Mandy, to answer your question, there is no such thing as going too far. If you're not going far enough where that person is not unsubscribed off your list, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Well, it's because
you gotta push the envelope.
Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you gotta.
It's a sometimes type.
Yeah, you gotta like sometimes you have to do an email like, guys, you've been on my list for a while. I haven't seen you guys take action.
Yeah.
What's going on? If this is not for you, please subscribe off my list. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste my time.
Exactly.
And then you can get self-cleaning going on there.
And I like to do those types of emails like within a couple of weeks. Once I see like there's not a lot. Like a person, like you said, has been on the list for a while, and then you're like, this person just keeps opening and opening and opening, but not really clicking.
Yeah.
I'm going to send them a special email, I'm going to definitely piss them off for a reason. And believe it or not, sometimes it might go the right way, it might not go the right way. I don't care.
Sometimes when you're polarizing like that, we talked about polarizing.
Polarizing, yeah,
right?
there you
Sometimes
go.
when you're polarizing like that, people tend to respect you more.
They do.
The ones that didn't like you in the first place, so it didn't matter. But the ones that did like you are the ones that are going to respect you more, and you're going to push them off the edge, and they're going to take action from that type of email.
And the first time, I didn't get like this overnight, guys. When I started writing those emails like that, the first time I sent a PO email, it was nerve-wracking because I was like being nice. I was like, oh no, like this is ace. I don't want to be like that. But once I went through the right training, and our company teaches us about email marketing, teaches us list building, and they gave us this advice, and we were just like, really? That works? Okay, I'm going to have to do what I got to do and get uncomfortable. And once I sent that email, man, did we clean up our list, and our list became more responsive. We got rid of a lot of tire kickers off our list, and we saved so much money. And the reason why I say we saved so much money is because, don't forget, we are actually paying as business owners, okay? Even though you're in affiliate marketing, yes, you are a business owner, you're paying, for those autoresponder services. So why would you pay for somebody to rent space and they're not doing nothing? Right?
True.
So it makes absolutely no sense to pay for an autoresponder. You got all these leads on your list and you're not doing anything to literally get them off as quick as possible. Right? You're getting them on, you got to sift and sort like sugar. You got to sift and sort. You got to really use the sifter and find out, which ones are the good and which ones are just tire kickers. And you do that by sending out your emails through testing.
Yep. Separate the serious from the curious.
Yes. Joyce Jolly has a question. Hello, babe. G, I made a mistake on the yellow during the team training. What personality type am I? Are there words you would or would not use with the different personality types?
No, there's no words. Because what you want to do is when you're talking to yellows, you're talking a certain way. If it offends the red, oh well. If you're talking red that day, doesn't matter.
Yes.
You're gonna offend the yellow.
Yes.
But your goal is to be have a little more variety in your emails. The message has to change a little bit.
I think when you've spoken to Joyce before, right? You've had a consult with her. What personality type would you say she's between?
Oh God, you put me on the spot here.
Sorry.
It's been a while since I talked to her, so I'm trying to remember. I talked to a lot of people, so I would say that she leans to me. She leans more towards red.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say blue-red.
Yeah, blue-red.
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 Honey, you're blue-red.
Yeah.
I've spoken to you a couple times. We've had chats, and I've
Yeah.
heard your voice, and immediately, just from knowing this information, just that little bit can really tell us, what kind of personality trait you're in between. But you are a little analytical, so we're going to move towards red, and then the part of you that's blue, about the way you carry yourself.
Well,
so
it's not just about like. Yeah. It wasn't the analytical part as far as the red. For me, I saw more red because she was very, she wanted to get straight to the point and understand what was going on.
You picked that
and
up.
I picked it up immediately.
You've had more conversations with her as far as on video than I have, so.
Well, like conversations with a lot of people.
So you're a cross between blue and red. There you go. Okay. Let's see. Joyce, one of my customer avatars is a baby boomer, and I did research and should not use any slang words, correct?
It depends who you're trying to attract as far as your customer avatar, right? So this is how we talk in the marketplace. So if we want to attract a certain type of audience, we talk in a certain way to attract that type of audience. If we don't, then let's say that you're trying to attract older people, and you want to be more respectful, and you don't want to be talking with slang or dirty language, then yeah, you're right. But if you really don't care, then you're right. Because there's no really wrong or right way to do it. You just have to understand whatever target market you're going after, whatever avatar that you've created in your mind of your perfect prospect, then you got to make sure that you don't offend them if that's who you're trying to attract. So let's say that, well, then again, on top of that, if someone is older and some of them like for you to be real, some of them like for you to swear sometimes. It just all depends on your audience. You're never gonna satisfy everyone.
You're not gonna please everybody.
You're not gonna please everyone, and one day you're talking your own way. They'll be like, "Well, who's that girl? That's sending me emails. Who's that person? She can't even speak right." But then you have the other person who's like, "Wow, she seems down to earth. She's who she is, and I like her. I want to connect with her." Right. So this is why you have to find what works for you, and test.
Even if you're not targeting baby boomers, they're coming to you regardless. You have to understand, when you're doing paid marketing, you're going to get an assortment, an array of different age groups, different people from different walks of life and experiences. We got one guy that's on our team. He's a pro member and of the Superfiller Network, and he loves us. Oh my God. And the thing is, he actually is way older between me and Rich, and he always stresses that in the replies of his emails when he sends it to me. He's like, "I'm old enough to be your dad,"
Oh, yeah.
And he always says that. Yeah. But I'm old school and this and that. But he still entrusts me to send those emails because he loves the way I'm writing. He likes it's my style. You see, you got to find your own style and see what your leads are going to, respond to.
It's all about testing. I mean,
it is, yeah.
Some people say, well, just don't care. My philosophy is care, but care on your strategy of what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. If you really are looking for people that, don't care how you speak and stuff like that, then
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry worry
You know what I
about
mean?
it.
But if you care,
Yep.
so it boils down to you. If you really care and you want to, connect with the right prospect that you want to connect with,
Yes.
then you have to, match that message to the right market.
This question is for you, Rich. We have Mandy here who says, Random Q, I'm looking for the best way to do videos with PowerPoint with my face showing in the corner. Any free software to be able to do this?
Ooh, no, there's not. It is, but you only time so much.
Yeah.
What I would do, Mandy, there's a software that I use and I like it better than Camtasia. It's called Movavi, and it's under $100. It's cheap.
Yeah,
And
because
it
Camtasia
does
is pretty expensive.
right, and it does what Camtasia does and more for like a fraction of the cost. Because Camtasia is like over $200, right? And when it comes to Movavi, oh my God, let me just check real quick for you guys. It's not an affiliate; it's just a great software I discovered. Let me see here. This is Learn More. Buy now. Wow. Okay, so it was $149.85. Now it's $79.95. $79.95.
There you go.
That's under $100, and you own the software. It's yours.
That's a deal.
Yep. And I'm telling you, I've been using it. I freaking love it. The only time I upgrade, like when they come out with a new version, I upgrade like every other year. I don't upgrade every year because every year they come out with a new software. I upgrade every other one. And you can do the same, so you get the latest and stuff like that. But man, I'm telling you, Mandy, it's cheap and it'll just solve a lot of your problems. You can have the little thing in the corner. You can have your, it's a screen share. It's a video editor. It's everything.
I would say for a newbie to use Movavi, there's great tutorials you can follow.
Yes,
and
yes.
It's very user friendly. Yeah, because even I had to mess with it when I was making my bridge page.
Yeah.
And it was pretty easier to use than Camtasia.
And not only that, but you could have slow motion. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do with it. Like you have a video editor, you have a screen share software.
Can you send her the link?
It is.
She's like, send me a link.
I'll give you the buy now link.
Yeah, no affiliation. It's just
Yeah, I'm not an affiliate with it. I just
software.
I should be an affiliate with it. I don't know if you can be an affiliate.
I don't see it there. Usually, when you scroll down to the bottom of these things, you can see if there's a way to be an affiliate.
It doesn't show any way to be an affiliate, which is strange. But anyways, it's a great software. It's very inexpensive.
Yeah.
And it really gives Camtasia a run for their money because Camtasia is very businessy like, but it's not as user friendly. Number one.
Yeah.
2, it uses a lot of resources from your computer. Okay. And 3, it does cost over $200. So is it better to spend less than $100 and get more? Absolutely. Now why? I have Camtasia. I bought a license, and I have Movavi. I've been using Movavi more than Camtasia. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like it, yeah.
I've created some montages with our Maui videos with that.
Yeah.
And I remember one video I created with copyright.
Music in there.
Yeah, with copyright-free music, and I created
Yes.
some waves. I recorded the waves with Maui, and I slowed it down in slow motion. I couldn't do that with my other softwares.
No.
This one I just went like just one button slide and just slow it down for me. It's that easy. So you can have multiple things in one software for less cost.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, Andy. You're gonna love that software.
Joyce says, interesting evaluation, Rich. I find myself more green and blue with a hint of red when in my environment. I do want to get straight to the point, analytical, and I don't like to waste time.
This is why when I did talk to you, I saw a lot of red in you. I did see a lot of red in you.
And this is why I said blue. She says, but as far as the dress is concerned, I'm very conservative with a hint of style. So see, it's a cross between,
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm Jeffrey Combs, one of his exceptional students. I've learned a lot about reading people as far as like their personality type, just by having conversations with them. You know what I mean? I'll ask questions, I'll get to know them, but it's not what they respond back to me. It's how they're responding back to me. I can tell. That's a skill set, guys.
Yeah, it is a skill set.
That's a skill set.
Yes.
It's not voodoo. It's a skill set.
Diane Robbins says, do y'all suggest the business version of Movavi, or is the personal version good enough?
The actual personal is good enough. I've used it for years, so it's fine.
Personal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an easier software to use, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done screen shares.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we did your
bridge
bridge
page
page with
yeah.
that.
Yep.
I mean, it's so much
videos.
easier. We have so much problems with
My boot
Camtasia.
camp. My
yeah.
boot camp. My
Boot
traffic
camp
boot
as well.
camp. Yep.
We do Movavi.
Yeah.
The video editing we've done with Movavi.
Yes,
Our montages from Maui we've done in Movavi.
Check Facebook real quick.
So many different things we've done in Movavi, which is awesome.
I knew
Look
there
at
was
them
a-
all. Look
I
at
knew
them all.
there was a question in Facebook somewhere. Scott Sloan Sr. says, Q, should I put my leads out of my back office in my Aweber?
If you're talking about if you're in SAN and you're getting those leads, extract them and then put them into Aweber, you can do that, but be very, very careful. There's a way to do it to stay under the radar, but they're getting a lot more stricter when it comes to importing leads. I've been having some problems with them. So just be careful. Try doing small batches, maybe like, 10 or 20 at a time.
Small batches.
And don't do it every single day. Like
Put like a couple days in between
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
going to do it that way. But it's playing it safe and staying under their radar.
this is why I tell people right away,
Mm-hmm.
create your own list, generate your own leads so they
gosh,
go
yeah.
into your own list.
Yes.
You'll save a big, big headache. Trust me.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Look who just came on. Oh my gosh. It's Patty.
Oh my God.
We were just talking about her the other day.
Yeah.
Hi, Patty. That's our
Patty.
friend. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty. How you doing?
We got to catch up, girl.
We miss you, Patty. Wow. So,
Tina says, I love these questions. As more people actually attend these actual weekly free trainings that we are doing and, providing all this, exceptional content to help you guys as marketers, yes, you get to learn a lot from the different people that ask questions because there are experienced marketers here that even want to watch recaps of, affiliate marketing training that we've been doing every week for beginners. Why is that? Even though they're advanced, maybe they actually learned a little bit too quick and they forgot the basics, okay? So this is why it's important for them to come to these so they can get a good refresh.
and the reason why we talk a lot about email marketing, guys, because email marketing is the biggest pain in the ass out of all your skill sets. It really is, because you can get leads from YouTube, you can get leads from solo ads, you can get leads from any source, and I can tell you that if you don't know how to convert those leads into buyers, it's hard to build a business on the internet. And we'll be the first to tell you that.
Yeah.
People will tell you, no, you can just, no.
Yeah.
You have to know the skill set. You have to know exactly how to convert that lead into a buyer. And there's some psychology behind that.
Ooh, this is a good question here. Before I come to that, let me just go back to Scott. Says, I will never catch up that way.
What do you mean?
Well, when you answered him, you said to do it in batches. He said, I'll never catch up that way. So if you got a lot of leads that are going into the system and they're automatically being followed up with, okay, until you actually can grasp list building for your own self and you've got your Aweber set up, then I highly recommend create your own capture pages and start generating your leads that way.
Yeah, use the sales pages in the back office, but create your own capture page and redirect it to that, because that way you have more control of your business.
Exactly. And that's something that we did too.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Totally. Now, let me move forward to the question from Mandy. This is a good question. She says, Q, what do I do as I notice the same people are opening and clicking on my emails?
Well, you're starting to, build a relationship with them. They're starting to open up your emails consistently. That's the start. And they'll start clicking on your links. They want to find out what you're offering. They're just curious.
Yeah, they are.
And then the more you keep doing that, eventually they will become buyers. This is why it's important to keep driving traffic and sifting and sorting from the serious to the from the curious to the serious.
Sifting and sorting is a very good godsend because you need to
It
know
is.
who you're talking to.
It is. Like we use
Yep.
AW Pro Tools. We, grab them from our indoctrination, automatically go into our broadcast list,
Yes.
and then we find out by what we're offering, how to make sales with that. Because what we do is, people are a little scared about hitting their list pretty hard, and every time I hit my list hard, I always seem to make some sales.
Yeah, that's something.
It's something. I get complaints in my every time I get a complaint, I make a sale, and that's
Supposed to
ironic.
happen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic?
Complaints are supposed to happen.
I get the complaints. And I'm like, well, we just made a sale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like you gotta stretch that list. You gotta push that list a
Yeah.
little bit, and then.
And we're just keeping it real. We're just telling you, this
Yeah.
is exactly the life of an online marketer. This is what we go through with affiliate marketing, and we actually get emails, we get complaints, we get people. it's the
It's part of the process.
part of the process, man. Another day at the office.
Another day at the office.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
So yes, it's exciting, isn't it, Mandy? Mandy's excited.
So happy
She's
to see Patty. Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
know. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So Scott Sloan says, started sending to my unopens and almost 3 times the opens.
Isn't that amazing?
It's so cool, isn't it?
That simple little strategy, just by going to people that don't open your emails.
Yeah,
If you don't do that, what's happening? You're not getting more opens.
right.
The goal is to get more opens, so you potentially get that click on the link, right?
Yeah.
This hyperlink to the sales page, to the offer, so you make that sale. People get scared about how their list is going to react.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried it the other way for so long, and it never works.
Forget it.
It's kind of like that. Like, oh, should I not? No, do it. Do it.
Oh, wow. This is a good question. Scott Sloan, I think you want to hear this one too. Everybody listen up. Okay. So Joyce Jolly asks on YouTube, Ace and Rich, on one of your training calls, you said the business is Misha's. Are the leads Misha's as well? Let me answer this. Okay? And then you can add to this too.
I will give
Yeah.
you my opinion
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Here's what I've learned being an affiliate marketer. When you're an affiliate marketer, hence the term affiliate or affiliation, you don't own the customers, you don't own the list, you don't own anything that's driven into the actual company house list.
However, if you're marketing on the internet and someone sees you on YouTube or sees you on Facebook and it doesn't matter, because from there it's kind of like that wide open field, right? This is where the game is being played, is on the internet. So let's say there's a customer involved in this affiliate network and they get on your list and they get on one of your other offers. It doesn't matter, because it's in the playing field, which is wide open, right? We don't poach, we don't purposely go after people, we don't do that. What we do is we give value, and we attract the people who are looking to get more value from us. Okay? It could be somebody completely brand new. It could be somebody that signed up with somebody else. It really doesn't matter. Once you're in the internet, it's all love and war.
Yeah.
Okay?
Pretty much, yes.
So, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of people, I see a lot of people do this, which is wrong. They purposely, poach other people, from other members who signed up these people, and it's wrong. The prospects should the prospects should be free and able to make their own decisions and do what they want to do.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
So once you come into my world, all right, or our world, then we can communicate with you. Then we can ask more about you and find out what's going on, because you went to that. Once you took that first step, then we take the next step.
Exactly.
Okay? And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So understand that when you literally are building this business, okay, and you're doing it ethically, and you're communicating, and what you're doing is giving value, and your intentions are in the right place to truly want to help people, okay, to help them be a marketer. How you help people, guys? You give value. What's value? Teaching people how to be a marketer. How do you do that? By learning how to be a marketer yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you do that, you teach it, right?
Exactly.
Learn, do, and teach.
Yes.
This is how the value is given. This is how people get attracted to you. It's like a magnet, right? And then
Hence attraction marketing.
you make money, and you train people to learn how to be a marketer.
Yes.
So over time, they learn the skill sets and then start having the results. The downfall, unfortunately, is that the majority of people will quit. The majority of people won't make it, and the reason why is because they're expecting things too quickly, right? I've seen this I've been in this game for many years. Patty knows. We've been in this game for many years, and the majority of people just don't take action. They don't do anything. So this is why the consistency is important. This is why continue building the list is important. Creating video content and lives on YouTube is important. Seeing us on Facebook is important, right? If you're seeing your mentors do something in a certain way, follow and model after what we do.
Emulate.
And over time, you'll grow that following, you'll grow that audience, and then you could actually learn how marketing really works. Okay, and this, we preach it because we do it, right? We don't just preach it by theory. You know what I mean? We don't like that. We like to preach from experience and the knowledge and the real time that we're doing things. I'm always learning new things. We're always learning new things. And every time we learn something new or discover something, we teach it. Let's say we're teaching about unopens. Now, if I happen to find out that the industry has switched and has changed, and it says, oh, don't do no opens no more because it's not as effective as it used to be.
Oh, you bet your butt you're
going to be doing a video on it. I'll be making a video on it. Just like me, I made a video on Kartra, right?
Yes.
About the autoresponder.
Yes.
And I admit it was my fault. I didn't see the bottom line, okay? But majority of people are not going to see that bottom line. And I wanted to put my voice out there. And some people, like, I had some haters about it. And I'm the reality is, man, this is a deal. And people need to know that, okay? Or they're going to get, a really big bill, and it's going to be a big surprise for them. Because it can happen. Because the small print is smaller, of course. They do it on purpose.
Yeah.
So, you just have to realize that in this game, you must learn, you must do, and you must teach.
Yep. And the more you learn, guys, the more you build your leadership qualities and skill sets, you become more of a value and an asset to your company.
Well, as Jim Rome said it best, you become more attractive to the marketplace.
You do.
And the more attractive you become, the more money you make because you raise your value. Okay? It's a tough gig. It's a tough gig because the majority of people don't have the patience. They're not hungry enough.
Damn, y'all should be giving us some hearts on this one. I'm telling you right now.
They're not hungry enough
Give some thumbs up.
to continue. Because there'll be some failures along the way, which failures are not negative. Failures are actually positive because you learn what not to do by the things that you've done before that just don't work. Okay? And I measure everything, so I know what's working. So why do we do lives on YouTube? Because we keep making sales from YouTube.
Yeah.
Why do we keep doing lives from Facebook?
Exactly.
Because we keep making sales from Facebook. Why do we do other traffic sources like not solo ads now? We do banner advertising and we do more broker traffic, right? Because we get results from that. And I'm only doing what I'm getting results from.
Right.
But if I don't measure it, I don't know what to stick with.
Exactly.
Right? This is marketing. So there's different elements. That's why we say always pick one paid marketing strategy and one free marketing strategy. And that's it. And then just go with it. Run with it. Fall flat on your face as fast as possible.
Do it.
So that way you'll get right back up and you'll know how to keep, you'll be able to keep your face and your chin up and go, okay, I get this now. I understand it now.
But you're not going to learn until you fail forward.
Yeah. Secret is, guys, 3 things. Ready? Build your audience.
Engage your audience.
And sell to your audience.
BES.
Yeah.
Best.
Yeah. This is exactly what we do. Every single day. Every day. And we haven't changed our strategy. We've just been doing the same thing over and over
Rinse
and over
and repeat.
and over.
Yes,
and we actually follow up with buyers.
Yes.
We build long-term relationships.
Yes.
Right? Because we care about people's success. That's the yellow in us, right? And then for me, the red in me is about finding out the numbers. And figuring out what's working. And helping people. Closing deals. That's the red in me. Right.
Woo! Okay. Yeah. All right. So real quick, last 2 questions on YouTube here. And if you got one last question you want to take, Rich, on Facebook, and then we're going to close out, okay? But we got, Joyce Jolly says, but isn't it a wide open field anyway because customers shop at various places, right?
It is a wide open field, but you have to understand that when you see someone, let's say, okay, Mandy, you brought someone in Power Lead System. I take that person, I purposely reach out to that person and tell them, hey, you should join my team at Super Affiliate Network. Is that ethical or is that unethical? Right? Now, what is ethical? I'm on the internet, I'm doing my thing, right? And somebody shows up on my list, they get signed up, I didn't know that person was, right? And they join my team. And I didn't even, you get what I'm saying? Out in the playing field's leveled out there, okay?
Right.
Think of the stadium, right? In the field, it's a game, okay? It's a game. So if someone comes to me and says, guys, I've been watching you guys for a while. I'm not getting help. Someone signed me up in this company. I'm not going to say any names. It could be Super Affiliate Network. It could be PLS. It doesn't matter. If someone comes to us with their own will, right? we're going to take the bull by the horn and we're going to help that person grow.
Absolutely.
Because it's just the right thing to do.
Yep.
Now, what the wrong thing is to do is to purposely go after someone that you know is a part of that company. Does that make sense? We see this happen all the time, guys.
It does.
We see it happen all the time. And
Even
we're
in
seeing it happen right now.
Even in network marketing.
Yeah, we're seeing
Not
it.
just affiliate marketing, network marketing too.
We're seeing it happen right now
Yes.
as we speak. And it's bad. It's unethical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, let's say somebody, say, hey, I joined someone in PLS and I want to join you in SAN. I'm like, okay. We would ask the other person first if they have a position in SAN. And we'd say, well, why don't you sign up with them? We'll still give you the coaching mentorship, but sign up with them. Right? But if they're not in SAN and the other person wants to join SAN, it's up to them to join SAN, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's ethical because that's their decision, that's doing it on their own. We have nothing to say about that. Okay?
Yes.
Diane Robin says, but you don't always know who is on whose team. Correct. You don't know who's on. How can you?
Don't know.
How can you?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. You're doing YouTube videos, you're doing Facebook, you're marketing, you're on the internet, got your brand, you got your blog, and people are seeking you out. You don't know what's happening. They get on your list. You don't know who's on your list. You just know somebody's on your list. Right?
It's true.
And then they sign up. That's not our fault.
No.
And same thing vice versa.
Nah, not your problem.
Hey, I signed up with Asa Rich on in SAN, but I like your videos, Diane Robin. And what happened if they sign up with you?
There you
And
have
it's
it.
all fair, love, and war.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because people resonate with different
Fair
people.
game. Yeah.
People resonate with different people. Okay? This is why, from the beginning, we've always been ethical. Always been ethical. Okay? Now, like I said, and I tell this to other leaders, I won't say any names, do your job, and if you don't do your job properly, guess what? Ace and Rich will handle it. That's just the way we are. Because we have, we're very ethical, and if that person is left high and dry, and I don't mean by like babysitting, because you don't want to babysit anybody.
Oh, no.
But if that person,
Yeah.
let's say, let me give an example, because we do get a lot of messages. And the number one message we get is like, I signed up with so-and-so, and they've never gotten back to me. Have left me high and dry. Over a month. Not one contact. Now, what does Ace and Rich do? Why are we different? Because every single person that signs up, we contact. We contact. Now, if they don't contact back, hey, that's their problem. But the people that actually, reach out and say, oh, I got an email from Ace and Rich. Oh, we got a message to meet us in Skype for meet and greet or Zoom or whatever, right? This is what we do. The majority of leaders do not do this. And unfortunately, we're seeing a trend in this. They're dropping the ball. And the marketplace, the way it is, the marketplace doesn't care that you're a leader anymore. This is what the marketplace
They don't.
cares about.
Yep.
They care about what's in it for them. What are you going to do for me? What are you going to teach me to help me become a better marketer so I can learn to get results? That's what the marketplace is looking for. That's what I've been measuring, and that's what I've been finding. Okay? So this is what it's about, and I'm telling you right now, people have to start handling their own and become better leaders, in my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. This is why my core values will always stay this way. So people are not going to like this video when they watch it. Some people are going to like it. Some people are going to hate it. They'll be like, oh, what you talking about, Rich? I'm like, I'm talking about the facts. Because I can't tell how many people come to us and tell me, oh, this leader signed me up and I've never got any contact from them. I'm not getting any help. A sponsor is not responsible for your success.
No.
But I think a leader should show up. That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
That's just me. So.
And the list. Okay.
I mean, look, when I went to my coach with Jeffrey Combs and I flew out to California, spent 3 days with him, guess what? He showed up. He picked me up in a limousine. I would say he showed up. Right? Now, what if he didn't show up? What kind of leader is that? What kind of leader is that if he never showed up? It's pretty sickening, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But every time I'm asked to go somewhere, he's always there. Always there, ready to receive with open arms and a handshake. And that's a great freaking leader. And that's how I learned to be a great leader. And a lot of leaders can learn from that. So, I love you guys. Appreciate you.
Diane Robin says, The difference is we would never do that to you guys. We have too much respect.
Come on. Come on now. How do you know? Like you said. How do you know? After they signed up, how do you know? Once they're cookied, they're cookied.
What if they never told you?
What if they never told you? Right?
Yeah.
So like somebody signs
Even
up.
though you mean well,
Yeah.
any one of you affiliates, even though you mean well, the thing is, it is all fair game, love, and war when it comes to this industry.
Yep.
You will have people signing up with you that will never ever tell you that they are with something else.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you.
And even and I measured it. Majority of people, trust me, they'll do this. Someone signs up with you, okay? They upgrade. You just made a nice huge commission. You need to tell me you're gonna be like, you need to get your refund back, and you need to go sign up with Ace and Rich.
I almost choked on my ginger ale there.
I want you to think about that for a second.
Damn.
Okay, I want you to think about that for the majority of people would not do that. It's business, right? You're not gonna be like, by the way, I want you to take your $1,000 back, and I want you to sign up with Ace and Rich. We're gonna be mad at you. Why would we? I mean, it's out there. If you're doing the work and you're out there, and we drop the ball, shame on us. That's the way we look at it.
But I like to keep it real. And I was in that kind of a situation where I closed a high ticket, and I even have a mutual relationship with the individual on my team. And I said, okay, you take mine, I'm gonna take one of yours. Fair game. And they agreed to it. So I was talking about it first. So I said, okay, so you gonna do that? All right, so the next one will be mine.
Exactly. Diane Robin, don't. George Jolly says, Diane Robin,
Steven.
don't do to anyone. The way you do your business is the way you always do it. Reputation is everything, and it will stick with you. Yes, reputation is everything. This is why we never want to poach.
Nope.
With to like look for anybody and stuff like that.
Not our style.
Have integrity.
Yes.
Go out there and be a marketer, and just show up for success.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let your content become the magnet, and that way you can attract leads and prospects and qualify people to you.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, man. I'm telling you, the majority of people will not do that.
They won't.
I'm telling you. Okay, what if okay, let's go a little further. Okay? Somebody signs up with you. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I signed up with Ace and Rich and PLS, and I want to join you and Sam. I really like you guys. You guys are amazing." The reason why they did that is because they resonated with you, Diane Robin, your voice. They just went pro, and they just went Maui. Are you going to tell them to get a refund and sign up with Ace and Rich?
I don't think some of them know what Pro Maui is. There are people here that are not.
Well, let's talk about $1,000 plus $3,500. That's, you do the math. That's pretty much almost a $4,000 payday. You're not going to tell someone to cancel and sign back up with Ace and Rich. You're not going to do it. Majority of people just won't do that.
Wrecking the brain like,
You're not. Now, if you purposely went after someone and you knew, okay, then that's not cool. Tracy Lee's honest. He said, hell no. No.
Yeah, you gotta be honest.
You gotta
with
be.
yourselves.
You see, more people won't be honest.
They don't want.
You gotta be honest, guys.
This is business,
This
man.
is where people respect you. When you're
Yes.
real, you're honest, and have integrity.
Absolutely.
Diane Robin, laugh out loud. Read what we wrote above.
Depends on the rotation and the strategy you use to sign them up in an order that you want, right? PLS, Robin's Red is showing.
Yeah, right? No, I know psychologically most people, they won't do that. They just won't do that.
Mandy said, I needed someone, so I came to Ace and Rich.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
And why? Because we share the value. And you guys can learn a lot the way we build our business. You can learn a lot the way we communicate. You can learn a lot the way we connect with other people. And the way we do it is we're constantly feeding the machine, which is our mind, right? and we're learning new tactics, new skill sets always. And what we're doing is we're giving it right back to you.
Oh, yeah.
And when we give it back to you, do we charge you? No, we don't.
We get people here.
There's people that signed up with us.
Yeah.
From us giving away valuable information that people pay for. Why? Because I believe value is you shouldn't put a price tag on value. Okay? You should actually give the value. It I love Gary Vaynerchuk when he said a thank you economy. Before you get paid, give it up, man. You know?
That's right.
Give it away, give it to the people. And you know what? He is so spot on.
Ooh.
He is so spot on. So, all right, guys. So this has been
this was fun.
You see part of my red started to come out and stuff like that too.
Hell yeah.
So
whole lot of redness.
whole lot of red.
Whole lot of redness.
So no, but literally we love all you guys. We want you to succeed. That's just why we keep focusing on training you, keep focusing on educating you, giving you the goods, okay? Spare no expense, giving you everything you need to know to start building your business and growing in this affiliate marketing world. Because a lot of things people won't tell you, right? They'll just give you the surface, right? Now we give you beneath the surface, behind the iron curtain, things you need to know. All right, Robin, PLS is odd or even, but in saying no, not if we didn't know, we wouldn't tell them to get a refund. But in all honesty, we asked them if they were with you. Well, yeah, you would ask them if you were with us, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
But after they bought, I mean, what are we going to do? George Jolly says, Ace and Rich are not my sponsors in Sam, but I gravitated to them because I saw the leaders in them. There you have it, guys. There you have it. I was told this in the beginning.
And we're going to meet for the first time next week.
Woo!
It's going to be freaking awesome.
Oh my God. That's gonna be cool.
If you think
How many more days?
You think we got questions from Joyce now?
How many more days?
Wait till we meet her in Reno. Joyce is going to be there.
6 more days. So we go up in the air.
Yeah.
6 more days, guys.
Is that westbound and down?
Westbound and down.
Westbound and down.
Yep.
There we go.
Westbound and down.
Yep.
All right, guys. We are out, guys. We really appreciate it. I hope you guys learned so much today. It's all about communicating with your list, guys. It's all about controlling your list. It's all about controlling your business. And different personality types, they are out there.
Yes.
And the more you learn about them, the more they're going to resonate with you. Okay?
Tracy's like, please, can I run some YouTube lives just for fun without offering a deal?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Practice.
Yeah,
of course.
have fun. In this business, guys, it's all about having fun.
And every time we do videos, when we first started out, every time we did a video, we didn't tell people what we sold.
Yeah.
We didn't have to.
Yeah.
They asked.
Yeah.
We created so much curiosity, and I'll give you this before we go, Tracy Lee. When it comes to video marketing, okay, it's a whole nother skill set. But when you do videos and you want to provide content out there, make sure it's not quantity content, it's quality content. One of which that it actually has the viewer asking you, what do you do? With that being said, my name is Anastasia Hall, better known as Coach Ace. Thank you so much, guys.
And my name is Rich Guzman.
We will see you guys after we get back from our trip.
Yeah.
Have a great week and weekend. And if you missed out on some episodes, be sure to watch some past episodes while we're away.
No, wait a minute. Don't forget about tomorrow.
Oh, don't forget. Tomorrow, bring all of your questions to the hot seat. Let's make it the best hot seat yet again.
You know what, guys? You've learned a lot over the last few weeks, okay?
Yeah.
Even our private inner circle, even here publicly, with our lives that we do, you've learned a lot and we've taught you a lot. Now it's time to bring those questions because we gave you so much. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, right?
Yeah.
So bring your questions tomorrow, and what we'll do is we will definitely do our best to answer them, okay? Give the value, bring it out there, and it's been great. This hot seat is going to be the last one, and then not the last one permanently, but the last one for 1 week, and then the following week we'll get back to you guys.
Yep.
Okay. But
tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hot seat coaching call. Another episode. Don't forget tomorrow. Yeah. Same time, same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
4 p.m. tomorrow, hot seat. Don't forget. That's where you can ask all of your questions that once we go off the air, we can't answer any more questions. We stop asking questions. Go ahead and comment them below this video if you like to do that, or you can just wait till tomorrow. and then we'll talk to you live.
All right, guys. So take care. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Also, give us some hearts, okay? And click on the notification bell on YouTube so that way you can find out when we're going live and you'll be notified by YouTube. Now, of course, Facebook. Love your thumbs up. And we'll see you on a new live very soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Freedom Warriors. See you later.
You guys rock.
Bye.